Komon Tok, in case you don't know. Oh yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salon. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we putting up Tanga one, it's a Sierra Leone. Let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this not Komon Tok. Where to bring information about salon. In case you don't know, this not Komon Tok. Where to bring information about salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in, Komon Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in, Komon Tok. We the talk and right, we the talk and clear from Sierra Leone to everywhere. Oh yeah. Komon Tok, come make me hear. From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we know be shy. Migration stories should know be die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Health and well-being, make we rise from we sit. It's not a platform, we go speak the truth for the young and the old. Now we voice we do. Komon Tok, you go hear me loud. We no go hide, you go make me proud. From salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here we are. Come here we message for. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of us, we come from. Komon Tok, place to be.
Yes.
Care for you and me. Komon Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. We talk about the health, we need them for survive. Make the system better so people can thrive. Entertainment, they speak the music, the flow. But we still go on the things we need to know. Political leaders, people not hear the cry. We could talk, come here, no we know go lie. Now Komon Tok, we dey stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Komon Tok, you gon' hear me loud.
Yes, family, I wanna welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come through the Komon Tok platform. And just like any other day, we're not done with Komon Tok there. Of course, you know, now that make we there. Well, today again, we don't come with some interesting discussion. One of the key issues we're going to look into the toll gates. This is paramount important because we know how it affects we family and downtown. And a worrying trend we see it looks like perhaps we not get the value for money, or perhaps we're not a good businessman. There's a lot of questions around there because there is a report which suggests within these 9 years of the toll gates, they don't make more than $170 million, and we only get 1 million. We don't know how this. I mean, whose kind of businessman this? Whose kind of businessman this? Anyway, we will look into that. We also look at a forgotten issue. The plight of the Koidu holding workers. As you know, a few months ago, there was a talk of them people are all over social media. And would I be champion? The first lady. And up till now, we don't know what in they happen. And the people, and some of them don't begin die, and don't get the messages, and plenty thing. We also go talk about briefly, the anti-corruption, and the Attorney General put out a press release calling on citizens who take part by the constitutional for present and position people. Well, as always, we jam-packed with conversation. If you're just joining for the first time, this new platform with a different sound, with the YouTube, with the Facebook, with the TikTok, please consider to follow us, and of course, it's the like button, and then we can start. With me on the program, we get two two important guests there as always. And some of them here. Honorable Abdul Lansana, and of course for the first segment by Koroma. We are the executive director for Citizen Network. We get for from a civil society perspective. So you see, which so all right, we can't just have a come for the issues there. Better one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. We pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salon. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tangawa.
All right, so straight to the point. We're not getting nothing for waste. Just a gentle reminder, as always, we can see Naya sharing is caring. Please consider to do that. On the other side of the screen, we get Honorable Abdul Lansana. Yes, honorable people and listening far and wide across the world.
Indeed, good evening to everybody. And you in the morning, good morning, you in the afternoon, good afternoon. This is now Honorable Abdul Lansana, your usual voice, the man of the people, who is always ready to talk to you.
As always. We'll wait for by Koroma. By Koroma gets issues within internet connectivity, and it don't come, it don't go, but at least we get forget some time again. Now we see within the happen, because in very important at this conversation for the fact that in they come up from a civil society side, lady politician no can handle it just like that. No one can it log gets serious civil border there, let them kind of no checkmates there, no. All right, so whilst we wait for her, I'll put something on the screen. This just a cam inside. I'll read down for a quick one. This just a cam inside. This one just a cam inside 1 hour ago, and sent out to all stakeholders. It reads, the Constitution of Sierra Leone Amendment Act 2025, a call for position paper. I am directed to refer to the above subject matter and to inform you that the bill enacted the Constitution of Sierra Leone Amendment Act 2025 introduced and read the first time in accordance with given given the primary nature of the bill in the democratic process, the House thereby and kindly request for a position paper or legal opinion on the bill in a bid to enrich the scrutiny process and broaden the space of participatory lawmaking. Should you require further information, please do not hesitate to contact the legislative service department on the number they provide. So this just they come out from just a kind side. So basically they ask for but now I'll walk you through honorable. What does this actually signify? What's in this actually a drive we to?
Well, this signifies an open system and an interactive form of government, because now them process they are really lawmaking really supposed for capture, because whatever goes to parliament, we can normally make similar notices, especially when it take a critical moment where everybody get a new opinion. So we can call for position paper, where we can then at the stage what we call legislative stage. We can get inclusion and exclusion. We'll say inclusion, meaning them position paper they are where they can come with their own points them, where we can look at as say vital, we can include them, and sometimes we can look at the one that way really they cause issue, we exclude them. But normally this can come most times also we get conflicting laws. For instance, if you see the public procurement authority come for can make law where that law they infringe upon the finance act, finance go come and say, you know what, no, we not go for allow this. We back get with your own position, them go count them position and say this clause with them people can add now, it take with mandate, it take with power, and so then changes that they can take place. For instance, so we create the Ministry of Environment and EPA. You know, say EPA na the body where they govern the environmental aspect. So when Ministry of Environment be the come, there was who is to do what. So then we come for sure we waiting at the mandate, and when we bring on the Ministry of Environment, we able to scrutinize them and say, you know what, the Ministry of Environment is the supervisory ministry. We now go look over on our works them together with that of the forest guards them. So now something like that can happen per se. For make sure, say for instance, the Ministry of Mines and Mineral Resources not infringe upon the function where the entity when are the place where they do registration of mines and mineral not be obstructed. So absolutely na then they are happy like you don't see this notice don't come on. Usai people in the car with them view for say, okay, this bill don't say, but like let we get and so we get. So for instance, go for send my own position paper say the 6 months where they don't put out, while they reduce them to more 3 months, and let them put a clause. For instance, they say after the 3 months, if you be don't resign from a work, then you not get your position as an honorable or councillor or whatever you resign for who contest for, let them give you back your work. Because at the end of the day, the danger where they line for work in this country long. So if they don't pull you off, you go, you retire, you resign, when you come back, you not get job. You go for can't join the line for friend job. And that you experience, always you don't get now that job they be wasted. So that is exactly what this notice is talking about.
Okay, so is it just like this is just a formality for people and just let them just say the democratization and that not opinion no more doesn't matter whether actually they get for take anything. It's just for no more the formality. Is it what
it does matter? Just like what don't say it does matter. Now make I give you instances because my entire time in the parliament, legislative committee now one of me key committee where I not ever left because each time they do the new list, I am always there because I tell them say my purpose of coming to parliament is to make laws. So I want to know what happens in lawmaking. So now make I give you the instances where Minister of Environment Boanka what happen, PRA go get issues with National Public Procurement, and so then thing and it's not a show off, it's not just something, but it's meant for inclusion and for say yes. When you bring your position paper, you for really able to strengthen the reasons the way they profile for no say yes, it matters and it has to be included.
All right, thank you very much for that. Okay, Fambul, I think Biden gets another issue, really challenging for him. I don't know if you're in network the hamburger, I don't know if you're the phone,
the network,
the network, yeah, the network is always challenging. All right, so let me push down their side. When of course when come, we get for come, bring and come inside here. I want to just bring come one of the talk about the country, the toll gates. This issue not seems to go anytime soon. And we know say this now agreement with governments of Salon sign. But there is a figure, I don't know if he said on preview on this figures where then they say since
IGL.
Yeah. Where idea they say yeah, very good. I'm glad you say that. You don't say say since we get this since we signed this agreement, the Chinese don't collect $172 million where they don't generate from the toll gate over 9 years, and we only receive 1 million. In a business form, how you could justify this?
All right, like anything where they come get what we call agreement, and the agreement they spell out the processes, the do's and the don't. One thing where you need for nobody's agreement purely not just royalty that they give to Salon, not to like a payment. Okay, For the one that we don't know, make clear and know say the agreement as was done by the former government to this government with the continuum, not just a royalty that they give, not to like a payment per se, because the people now then come as it was drafted, now then for spend their money, and at the end of the day recover whatever they spend in the time limit where they give them when 20 years plus. And now when you look at that time limit, one thing where listeners then for know are the fact that at the time the agreement was created, the fleet where they currently not be there like I be there. Me and you go testify, say now after the toll gate construction, now we get plenty houses where don't emerge from the hotel axis, the Biawata, as the case may be. Where now there for mile and Tego, my Chaka almost don't join to Freetown, if not to the Okoel way be the middle. So they tell you, say, like for instance, somebody living at Rokel or Yams Farm, you go don't come na Jue, you forget. And what's in the app, you go for drive again, can't cross the toll gate. So if you cross 5 times, just know say they bill you 5 times. They no one know whether you pass just 5 seconds. If even you just pass the toll gate, you can round na the junction, Hastings Junction, you go back, you they pay back. So it's in the app in the fleet don't increase. The initial agreement, they be try for do the fleet check and approximate and say within this time we for don't recover our money. But if we not recover the money, there's a tendency for an additional year so that we will recover. But now you see like how they report they try for capture. The unfortunate partner that there was no cost when a ceiling for say this is what they are spending, and when this ceiling is reached, we get back our property. It was just a year that was slated. So now that some of you will look at the agreement, they look at and say these areas we are having a problem.
I go count you, Allah Brink and Ibrahim. Welcome on the program. You said I think you be the scamble. Go ahead in case you want extend greetings to the community. You get the mic.
Thank you very much. I think this is a good listening program. Once more, Ibrahim by Kuma, the Executive Director for Citizens Health Network, a credible civil society and human rights organization at Salon.
All right, thank you. I don't know if you don't see the position paper where just don't come up from Parliament asking citizens and stakeholders and generally for make position paper or make themselves say what's in and feel say important in the constitutional amendment. What's now you take a civil society on that particular discussion?
Once more, on the Terry 10K, they tell me brother that we in Honorable Minero, we embark get some contributors that we don't put inside this talk what they talk. And to guide with the time when it's going to talk about the position paper. And this is one thing I would talk about. This is a key something. When you talk about the constitution is the Bible and the Quran, both the Muslim and the Christians. What in the Muslim believe and what's in the Christian believe. Now, in part of the constitution, I make up the constitution. And one thing we can talk about the constitution that is supreme thing I believe we follow everybody for abide with. And this constitution, where we talk about the review, some of us as civil society, we get some areas there. We get young position people will get for table na parliament, we'll get for central parliament. But in as much we talk about this position paper, one thing we get in mind, we get for be sincere with ourselves as citizens, then get for sincere with themselves as politicians. Because one of the things where we can see about that the country, this constitution, the federal review this constitution way back, everybody can come and talk.
All right. I think we get a small issue with Ibrahim Ubanda. Okay, you go join me back.
Yeah, what exactly Bible and land on now the fact that the amendments where they on now informed on the holistic change of the 1991 constitution. I know in that line they go for say way back recommendation they don't come, we don't show say the 1991 constitution don't outlive in years of existence, and therefore
I think we don't get some back. Yeah.
You don't get me?
Yeah, we don't get you back. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, we get you. They get you. Would they get you? All right. So, okay. It looked like Ibrahim gets tough time tonight, Naya. Okay. So, let's bring come something. We talk about. Let's just bring come one video, Naya. Let's just remind people.
The toll charges has seen many dissatisfactory complaints from members of the public, including business people, drivers, and passengers. This, the Minister of Works, Dr. Sandy, says is as a result of the contract that was signed in 2015 by the government of Sierra Leone and the China Railway 7th Group, which indicates that charges should be reviewed if the exchange rate increases by 10% over time.
Okay, now, is it an opportunity for Sierra Leone government for because if we let an entity kind side, we then don't collect in just 9 years 172, and there is no timeline where therefore they expect and say for over this road.
No, there's a timeline. There's a timeline.
Timeline. What's the timeline?
Yeah, there's a timeline. The timeline make them very clear, say 20 years.
20 years. Okay, then just
and the conditionality we did it, if they not recover. No, the conditionality we did if they not recover, then can even extend them for make sure say they recover the cost. That's the conditionality there. But just like what I state just now, the fleet don't increase from the creation of that road.
Yeah, I understand this fleet don't increase. What's I want to ask now? Is it this not opportunity for Sierra Leoneans, the Sierra Leone government generally, for make them learn from this? For we, as a business people, we always say this is a mistake. Where sometimes, not to say we not get money for tour, but because the notion we don't sell now, we brain for say privatization, foreign players and foreign, as you see foreigners, so we don't believe, we will not even check, we not, please say this is an opportunity now where we go learn as a country that certain projects then for their own Sierra Leoneans, the government for find way for doing this day and age. Also, age way for the struggle for get anything. Any way once you're available. Any way you're available.
Yes, indeed.
What do you make up of this in future going forward?
Indeed, one thing will be learned where like we say no more we realize of late. Now we no more like certain time they say an action of one government is binding on the other. But one thing where the parliament be realizing that the fact that many words be the common say now we don't oil the fry we with. How? Because the money will be paying at the toll gate. Now in back they can't wait in. They can't take for do the work. And the other argument will become again at the fact that one grey road get 3 toll gates. But all down the way you look at the drafters of the agreement, then we consider and say the fleet was low. So if we not get 1, 2, 3 toll gates, it will be difficult for recover the money even in time. So all them challenges they don't prop up. But like what you rightly say, going forward, we got to forget, okay, what is your expected cost that you think this project will get? And at the end of the day, like where the report don't come, the report don't tell we say this 9 them don't collect. If we get an expected cost, we then go say now this would they invest, automatically me and you for the calculate now whether they don't exceeds the collection or then still gets few for collect, where at the end of the day, we not even need for reach the number of years again. I don't know if you understand what you are saying.
Yeah, now I get your points. Let Blink can buy quick because I'm saying network back. At least maybe but you get me? Yeah, at least let's just give on take perhaps if the network and bugger now.
Yeah,
we will continue. You get me, Ibrahim? Ibrahim, you get me? It's really tough. It's really tough. Okay. Okay, somebody they say the mic, the echo, la check. They say the mic did echo. Say the mic did echo. Yeah, it's probably because. Okay, well, anyway, Jay, the mic is still echo. It is still echo. No, because I know if you say we don't. It is still echo. Jay. Okay, thank you very much, Jay. Okay, so this whole saga about this toll gates. At the end of the day, the ordinary people are not in the suffer, not in the bear the brunt of all of this because of one mistake. Either because people are not be pay attention, either because perhaps not get the full knowledge of how for go button. I visit Burkina Faso, the way they do their own toll gates. Oh my God. Now they success invest their money with some partnership, but then do and again for the this is the reason sometimes it's not about just praising a military government. It's about delivering, it's about seeing what they do in real time. If those guys get it right, then toll gates that SSF bind together with other people, most of the money they go back to them. Although they get one or two, partners, but most of them they come back. So I don't know why the only way so democratic, we get so much connection, certain things and they see there, and the one the way isolated, where they're on sanction, then they say other things are more clear. What is this point between this line? Is it that's where somebody they in power, or I mean, in a democracy, they fear more voices rather than military governments who are in the military person can just decide for make action without having for fear any external factors. What you now go feel when I go learn from Burkina Faso?
One thing we need for land now, like waiting not happen. So let we get parliamentarians them we go always make sure say they shout out whenever we get critical agreement or issues them like they happen. So now when it comes to electioneering, like I can listen where some civil society they say the kind unity or concentration where political party they get where they know say this issue is about election, it's different from where it comes to the welfare of the people. So going forward, waiting me the advice now the fact that when these agreements are being drafted, let we get exactly people attention. So sometimes the layman's view can be so unique and not always for the think for them. And at the end of the day, like what I say about the toll gate, we not try for ask the people like, how much is this going to cost, but rather we just give them a year and say if we not pull on money, we go still give them more. But how did we know how much they are spending? Because we should have known how much they are spending, and so we go ask the question if we not pull on money for ad.
Yeah,
so you see, remember before this time. Okay.
Yeah, la possible. Let's see if we will get Ibrahim for Ibrahim. They get me. Okay, I think Ibrahim we will have fun for another day because I not say the struggle behind the scene for okay, Ibrahim. Next time probably maybe sometime good day in a much better place with much stronger internet. Ask Honorable Lingo show you the magic. Yeah, for share, for share. I don't know. People in government working out there, they know they get one issue with internet, but the civil society there, the opposition, and they get challenged. There is something fishing here. That not the deal.
No, it's not like that. If you watch, for instance, the last time we host me at AKK, you notice that ending and host me be there. You see me network with the struggle, where you say me network not with the struggle, in the office. And the moment lights go, you see say you never come online again. So equally so, we get Starlink and other link them way. If you install them, it'll give you a stronger network. For instance,
now Starlink they use. Now Starlink they use.
Starlink they use for now, yes. Because I know say I don't forget this program and I want to get them to the best because the topics are of interest.
Okay.
Make I decide say, you know what, I'm not going home. I'm going to stay here, even if it is 11 o'clock, and then I will drive to go home. But I decided to come to the office and get it well and structurally presented.
All right, okay. Now, let me just bring come an issue where a lot of people in Sinfo forget. This issue about Koidu Holdings, Octia. This the first lady, I'm sure you fully understand and you know the saga will be take place. These are the pictures then back then. These are the pictures then. And what did they go on with these workers then? As they get many information, some of them already don't die out of pressure, out of hot. Some the woman they don't left them. The stories are different. The story then painful, the heartbreaking. But that was somebody will be the lead this whole thing. Will be the champion now. Will be the really they say they fight for the Koidu Holdings. They fight for the workers there, and that they must get. In fact, we have records, audios, videos where they ask them for make them not go work, and now they don't fire them. The company, you know, they're in liquidation. What is this? What did they go on according to which information? What is going on really with the workers there? Is it government trying to? What in government they do generally for slag get you folks on the side?
Like one thing we notice about that entire thing that there is an error somewhere somehow, because every company where they exist, we go to call payment of royalties and other allowances and benefits for the pay for people and somewhere in the government, for instance, NASIT. And if you wrap up, you forget some assets where government for able put together for make sure say your liabilities are paid before you just pack up your machines and go. But what we see in Koidu Holdings, me and you go testify, it was at night machines were transported. Where they were transported, we don't know. Which port they took them to, we don't know. Because only when them in the left corner, we will see video there. I hope you see some of them video then they.
I see that.
Fine. Like what I say, we don't know which ports then come, whether a machine the way then be take on rental, maybe they work for them, the people afraid say, then no can lay and for them, then take them back out and then wirehouse them or whatever. But the truth of the matter is, everything around Koidu Holdings has been something worrisome to all of us. Because the reason being, if Koidu Holdings could wrap up without paying its liabilities, it means say any other company can do likewise, and that is not good for the benefit of this country. Because at the end of the day,
they're not just the point is they're not just okay, go ahead.
Like what I say, the first lady did 1 or 2 steps because there were issues where the people be the raised. But like despite the issues, then the question or discussion we don't be around that. Okay, let's say the first lady did this. Was that sufficient enough for Luna just wrap up? Because now that we go for consider for no say what the first lady did is sufficient enough for Koidu Holdings wrap up, or then they just look for a system where hold them, then we want just blow them off where they go. Now like way Koroma people say, bird one fly, you shake tick with them. Because if really Koidu Holdings be get something where they hinge on, where they no say they get them going, first lady issue not for don't just wrap them up in so fast as it happen like how they do and so at all.
Okay, so
unless they get an agenda say they don't exploit the country down them one go.
You see, say now the right step intake when other channels and the civil society groups and the other players and the labor union they other actors and they for channel then it thinks that the right thing the first lady be do so. And of course we know say I don't know about the case if they don't let me 30 next for going to court. Koidu say they sue them, then say they sue Koidu because any action gets reaction. There is a cause and effect. You feel saying that the right thing be do?
Like what I say, every set of hello. Like every set of action gets a process where if follow. And the first lady action, yes, we go call him as a whistleblower, where be one do a humanitarian step for the people, where reach to them with their concern, and it be look at and say, I want to help. But in actual fact, there are laid down principles, and there is a ministry that is a supervising ministry, where now the Ministry of Mines, and we get the labor ministry, where if any issue, when a labor issue, when an info don't come in for amend the issue, because then get the technical know-how, they get the expertise for handle them. But just like what I say, maybe the first lady was doing it out of zealousness, for she say, yes, let me go out, blow it out, so that the parties concerned will come and see how they could handle it. But at the end of the day, like what I say, maybe Koidu Holdings now be a board already wanting to fly, we make their action. But like, it was so quick for what they did to happen as it has happened, because no matter what has happened, we get genuine workers the way we don't deal with them. Let's assume the few that they come for agitate for we get issue. Now they for don't kind of the drawing board for say, okay, these ones we are not part of it. These we are the ones that are part of it. What can we do to ensure we sanitize the process and continue operation? But like I said, we just see them wrapping up, and at the end of the day, everything is over. Me and you, all the way to see now exchange of papers, where everybody is bringing their own claims and counterclaims. And to this date now, it is silence. We can still not hear anything, but rather we still wait for no waiting at the outcome. But the crux of the matter is the workers are suffering, and something needs to be done. If Koidu Holdings get any resource somewhere or somehow, where them for compensate the people, them, the government try for find way how they will retrieve them from the day and see how they will
that's a good one. A lot of people in there ask, okay, the person will be take this lead, will tell the people clearly on record for seven no go work, may them listen to her, and in the make sure say then get a better. Why they step in now or question some of this effect? Either could be maybe for trust them whenever they settle them, because again we get a lot of the messages that would come with you they send to it. People are not get side for talk. They not get. Then they fear technically. Like those put us so clearly. Then they fear even they tell you this. Then they even fear for team up and say then blame the first lady. Then they even. Instead, what they do, they send the messages out to we. They pump them for we. They pump them for we. Say, okay, so we not get mind talk because hey, we'll talk. Then we'll do this, do that. There is certainly somebody there for blame, because or somebody for take responsibility.
Exactly. Like what I tell you, Naimik, I tell you, say the actual lay down procedure on that. We get the Ministry of Mines and Mineral Resources, where now the overseeing ministry for all mineral agreement and any other thing where they happen. Then on the other hand, we get Ministry of Labor, when at their own primary function for ensure say labor issues are looked into. And we get the redress mechanism point when at the Office of the Ombudsman, where I believe say issues that was championed by our First Lady Fatima Mada Jabibio, for don't be championed, for instance, by the Office of the Ombudsman, because the issues we are around a violation of their rights and other things, where then get rights for look into them if they be reach there with a complaint. And at the same time, Labor Ministry we get their own role for play for look at the labor issues who side
you're overstepping boundary. You're overstepping boundary technically, right? It's the law on your own.
Maybe now a desire for make sure say either she does it as a bell ringing or whatever, but the mechanism we use, we all don't see the results outside it don't end the country, and the people will be supposed for them benefits now they suffer, and at the end of the day even government is losing, because all the tax that we are paid by this mining company is no longer coming forth, and that gap where that tax they be the cushion government in expenditure with in again. So all these are challenges now government is facing as a country, and I believe, say, going forward, the Ministry of Mines and the Ministry of Labor go get strategies and mechanism where they go deploy for make sure, say, we not get the kind of situation there again, or we just wake one morning, they say 1 mineral company back dollars, and the workers begin for shout here and there in suffering.
All right, thank you very much for break that one down. So Fambul, if you just join on the program today, we look at the toll gates. IJRC and Bidan Polar reports, we see the Chinese company don't collect more than 170 million, which we able to get as a country in one. And that reflects me to the mineral what we do export 2025, 2024, 2025. Figure when I be 1.3 billion, we only be able to get $16 million out of it. We maybe be just making it difficult for you to put on your brain set, But we go also can pay attention on the Anti-Corruption Commission work, and of course on the SLPP saga which they take place. Will be the expect to get the executive director for Citizen Network, when Ibrahim Koroma, but the network became problem. So we deal with Honorable Monoro. We'll take short break, but we can continue the program. And he named now Mr. Komon Tok. We can just now continue.
Triple out, one night only. Oh yeah, Komon Tok platform. Dine, dance, long celebrate. June 13, 2026, be there. A night of pure sensation. Get ready to groove, dine in style and witness a groundbreaking debut. The dinner dance and platform show, where elegance meets energy and the future takes flight. A night to dine, a night to dance, a night to launch and take a chance. On June 13th, step into the scene on Saint Central, where the moment becomes magic. Unforgettable, an unforgettable convergence. Celebrate the official launch of our book and platform.
Yes, so Fambules, we don't come to the other side of the program. And all right. Now, we don't see a lot of the time the issue about the flag bearer on the SLP seem for gaining, momentum among even city ministers or government officials. But there's one key name where does seem to go out. And a controversial in the sense that they're not clear the year. It's the issue of the First Lady. We don't see slogan Ibima, and we also don't see people that don't, pull a flyer. They see flag bear. What's on our own party they look at? And we see one video then this year where technically the First Lady they appear. They say like you don't get the delegates there. They talk about 620 you don't get. I don't know, probably you don't see her. What do you make about is she qualified to stand as somebody for be the flag bearer on a party, or what's that you take generally first?
As a party, we don't meet, and we neck meeting, the first thing when we come out openly na the fact that no campaign don't be open for anybody for show interest, say you want for succeed President, retired but not tired Brigadier Julius Madabio. One thing will make clear now the fact that we get an agenda, we are the big five agenda, and 9 are the focus of the party and the government. So anybody where they do waiting, you think say you do not just like a bit grown. And at the end of the day, that might even disqualify you for do what you do, because when we meet as NEC, we got for later what we call the rules and regulation where nobody not forget an undue advantage over the other because you are using government apparatus or government facilities for send out your ambition. If you know say you want then kind ambition and they, I believe say the respectful way, just like how I been talk where the program begin, even honorables who wants to contest, you have to resign from wherever you are doing. So if you equality within government will appoint you and you're serving to deliver, because at the end of the day, as a party, our purpose of winning the 2028 election hinges on our successes today. And so whosoever is going against that, if I were the president, between me and you, some man for don't either go campaign or you forget about what you talk about and focus on the delivery of government. Because at the end of the day, waiting government they deliver now go for present as a report card to the people of this country for sure. Say yes, we promised and we delivered. But if some man don't begin withdrawn, the party waiting will be getting a convention for national officers. We are done with that. The last meeting will get to make them very clear, say nobody not for begin go out and begin talk on their issue then day. So whosoever is doing that, when the party national officers meet as the national body, we look at them, and some people don't they keep their video then they now, and we got to use that as a mechanism for disqualify certain people. Trust me.
Okay, but when it comes to in qualification in candidacy, does she qualify to even stand or ask for that position there?
Well, when it comes to qualification, the party gets what we call the qualification, and that qualification therefore go in line with the 1991 constitutional provision. Because for letting you be qualified for run for the party flag bearer, the 1991 constitution don't make the provision say one, you got to be a citizen of this country. And we know say for be a citizen, you can either be a citizen through naturalization, you can be a citizen through marriage, you can be like different criteria than they will then put for say you can be a citizen through that. And at the end of the day, the constitution equally so lay the bad them on whether if you can, for instance, you naturalize, does a naturalized citizen become a president? That's the question the constitution answers. And so those conditions are set. And whosoever wants to contest for flag bearer, for SLPP, you must ensure that you meet to the 1991 constitutional provision where outline clearly who that qualify for contest as a president, because section 76 is clear and explicit that one, you must be a citizen of Sierra Leone, and you must have attained the age of 40, and you must belong to a political party. So all them conditions they are dated. They're not put and say you for be a naturalized citizen. So if you are a naturalized citizen, just no say you're not qualified. That's the law. And nobody goes against that law. If anybody go against that law, just know somebody will be waiting for you at the Supreme Court for a petition starting from the High Court.
Okay, but there is a video circulating social media clearly where the first lady they say in a Gambian and other people in the way don't write book where they say actually Gambia them born and then count in a salon. But it don't deny that it's not true. Them born on a corner. And would that be a factor? Is there any way una party go get away for investigate or no? Because birth certificates, you know, salon posse, me na salon posse. We know how they can do certain things. We know talk na media or people like can. I mean, you understand that this type of talk. When I get anywhere, when I go to prove for say this person a born a salon or particularly with controversy on that person there.
I know become a barrister yet, but I get some lawyer knowledge because I don't do me 4 years now in university with law, and law they deal with evidence. So we got to look at delay. You know, say if you count birth certificate when a delay birth certificate, it get question when it comes to qualification, because delay birth certificate get issue around it when it comes to the real. But like for instance, me and you know say we birth certificates and that's something like LAPA. So anybody we no get a lapade, we get a for corner, now delivered certificate you get. And if question of you legality comes up or your qualification comes up, you get delivered certificate, then it is left to the court to determine whether it will be admissible or inadmissible. Because when it comes to the court get you measures where they look for the admissibility of evidence and inadmissibility of evidence. So when we hit that level, the particular for sit down and consider, because me and you know say nobody not go and give a flag bearer to anybody. We go get question of in candidacy reality, because at the end of the day, we're not going to first for clear the message whether you're a citizen or not, while we go for campaign for you as well. We got to look at all them factors, because what we need is how could we win the 2028 election without any doubt, and with a candidate that is clean and pure Sierra Leonean that will make us win without a headache.
Okay, thank you. Ibrahim, I don't know if you get anything for help with it. I don't know if you agree. Ibrahim, did you get me?
Ibrahim, network bad. What's now OCD
Okay.
avoid?
Ibrahim, yeah, and I make us say, now you go left for another day, because at the end of the day, it's not one not against you. All right, so don't pull Ibrahim because let know it's too much on the people then time. Okay, that's clear. We keep an eye on it, particularly when it comes to those controversy. And but one thing where I want to see, Ibrahim still one kind. So let's see.
He really want contribute. He really want contribute. The line will not encourage him. Trust.
You get me?
Hello? Okay, he's in a bit.
Yeah, they get you now.
Okay.
The network. Okay. Yeah, they get you. The network.
Yeah, you don't miss plenty thing. We don't talk plenty thing. I don't know if you be listen. I don't know how you want to take from, but me go and bring come on the area of the toll gates. As a civil society, waiting actually I don't do for galvanize, because there is one thing where we see different. Back then, that was roughly 8 years ago, 8 to 9 years ago, the civil society in the country is so vibrant in the sense that, then they checkmate the government and they're all over the place. What is going on? Why on our own time, doing President Bio, the civil society seems to be a little bit like, don't cool down. Is it out of fear? Is it out of, what is the problem, generally? Is it that we're not getting the political environments for learning practice of or doing our work without having for turn, look at you back, Ibrahim, before you come on the toll gate side?
I think say you touch it all and you say everything. And one thing I want to just clear now, so be room and the network. Knock out this one not and go. Make you say like you just get that in mind. And let me tell you one thing, one of the theories you have to talk about the civil society, right? The civil society, you get some positive civil societies, and you find out say we are still talking. We are still talking. Since the transaction take place, we are still talking. We know as people must stop. And we will testify that say we are one of the vibrant civil society we can testify and attack national issues when it comes to national concerns. And one of the things I will provide with facts now is that Sierra Leoneans, if you see some of us as civil societies are talking now because we get a voice for talk. Lots of civil society, they have been carried away by brown envelopes. But when it comes to time, I know a question that they ask me, but when it comes to time, we get to get a report who will name and shame some civil societies. As you are said it all. When it comes to the past government, a lot of civil societies that were here talking exactly, vuvuzela, talking about the issues, the national issues of this country. We are Sierra Leonean people that they suffer in terms of abject poverty. This is a situation where, like, civil society, we are here to talk. We get the examples there also. We get the likes of them and two other civil societies there. When they try to call for them police, they get the data, right? When they try to talk about that, then take the individual, the babadi, the lock and cell. Plus, we come on board as civil society. Two of us come on board. We take up the talk. We take up the line. We go. We only meeting between the ONS boss. We only meeting with the the Inspector General of Police, we all meet with other sectors and the police sectors there. Some people may be feared of that. We challenge the issues. We close them inside. At the end, but they were detained for 21 days, going to 1 month. You see, that is why some of other civil society they're afraid for talk. But we're not going to keep months. We can continue for talk. As we said, they use the libel board, they pull some other things there for CC, they go up some things in. All of the things need what about testing.
Right. So farm will look like
How the cyber go we're not going to push away from some civil society. Right? You get me?
and they get yeah. You let me break, but they get you now.
Carry on.
Do you get me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, carry on.
They get you. Okay. All right. So it appears if it don't talk
I
again.
will get you. Carry on.
No, it don't talk. Pause now. It pause.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Now I want to come up with the issue about Ibrahim will join me back. Okay. There's one thing of this days of the sea, ACC, boss, seem for more or less then at the media they talk about selling properties without naming those people holding those properties. People are confused. Is it you don't come the anti-corruption threats don't come in the form of sensational, or it's just a way of maybe distracting the people? Because there was a time when I think it in a Liberty TV where more or less making known intention for go for presidency, and there was another interview also na AYV where them be present where a self-reveal intention technically, and people have made talk about that. And all of a sudden, we see the OCR commodities and that talk they die. What do you make up of this? Is it the strategy for kill certain discussion, or this is a genuine way?
One thing where I go say, the power of hiring and firing lies to the president. I tell you, just not say if I were the president, like some man don't go wait first, because I no go day in my seat where I get more 3 years. Don't somebody they threaten me like say you are like die one day. You just feel like way king this, you know. Then you pick it and they say, Papa, who say you go die because you want on king, or you don't see Papa in will, you begin to tell her who say you go die because you are get that inheritance. The reality here is the fight against corruption should not be politicized. And anybody who did it, the first thing where you for do, you for be away from politics, because the moment you go closer to politics, the flash where they are around you is that whatever you do now, go get some doubt around it. Because at the end of the day, you are the people's representative, and you go for be seen like way the court they talk in a matter of legal matter. They say where justice must be seen to be done. So as a commissioner or anybody working within the commission, you got to be seen as that person will look neutral. For instance, don't just look at the ref in a pitch. The ref in a pitch, not to say he not get team with the support, but rather it ensure say he move that is feeling and you not display him into the game.
Yeah, I'll just pause you there. Ibrahim, you get me? You get me? You get me? All right, continue.
I get you.
Okay, continue. If you get me now,
I get you right.
Okay, if you get me now for continue, so I stop.
So
okay.
By line no good go wait.
All right, I don't put that in the studio. This today.
So that's why they rightly say.
We talk, and we see
like
clearly,
what
but
I say.
he clearly don't talk and say it with the Ibima movement, and continue.
Like what they rightly say, the power of hiring and firing lies with the president. And to me, whosoever is eyeing my seat, if I were the president, you will wait and go and hire my seat in another function. Because you're not going to take money where they pay you for work for the people of Sierra Leone, that you use that money. And let me, I can always talk, and some people where they cause noise, they cause noise because it didn't a government apparatus, they use government facility, and they make it cause noise. But you take them off from Dandy now, their value is nothing important. Because when you pin them individually, they don't get no oil for them where they want to. Why? Because individually they've not made anything for themselves beside the position they are holding. So you don't go hold the position, you begin like disadvantage others the way, get interest, where even the party don't make and clear say this is not the time for that. What we have to focus on now is the big five. If we succeed in the big five, then we have an easy way to succeed in winning the election in 2028. That is our focus as a party. And as a government, the big five is the priority. And like what I say, it is the prerogative of the president.
This big five way they talk about, I feel like where the civil society man or deny because in the gone, we information they get, most of them are from journalists, so they get done to. So we really get some from the civil society. Okay. We go try you for the last time, Ibrahim. If you know work now, definitely pass to go for left and for another day. Ibrahim, they get me. I don't want to let you struggle for going calm because of
the network they found. This is how politicians are working. You see, this is how politicians are working. You know, that is the way the politicians. Yeah, they get you, but that is some of the way the politicians are working.
Society, they work,
you know,
fix that line
let me come to the speech. Usawadi. A lot of civil society, they don't lock remotes, right? Being that they don't lock remotes, we as civil society, CRN, we don't get for stop for talk. And Honorable Rihanna, he say during the time of parliament, we be the talk. We continue to put government on their tools. Instead of they put government on their tools. Let me stop that side. When they talk about the one note, it's not about the one note.
Continue, Honorable. Continue. So I'll be the type of go ahead. Today I want to give you the platform.
I think I don't land on that. Bring in something.
Yes, I'll be the type for ask waiting actually on the campaign a way we not see people actually for giving any chance. Because when you look at I don't know if the SLPP government, they take the people for granted. Is it because of maybe the level of education, we get massive literacy rates in the country? Because in country, they are often safe. Well, you can promise, not deliver. They know they advise you for good safe. Because at the end of the day, say you are dead, politically, you are dead. Because then go use against you. Even the one where you deliver yourself, then still they query you. Why they say so? There are a lot. One matter be take the in second time, they promised 500,000 jobs. How many jobs that are not created from your own point? How many of those jobs are available at this moment? I'm sure now part of the big five.
Yes, I will tell you, say plenty jobs are created, but say outside people really boku we want the one the way they get we not enough go really cause problem at any time. Because at the end of the day, more want and so more need for get. But the reality is there is still a lot of unemployment, and we still call on private sectors for can see how they go cushion this unemployment burden with the on government. Yes, government is the highest employer in any country.
How many jobs are don't create? How many jobs?
We don't create plenty jobs because
yeah.
if I give you the breakdown,
how many?
Yes, let me give you the breakdown at the Giyam from sectors. Because in me own knowledge, I know, for instance, say we don't count Magram factory because Magram was almost dead. We don't revamp grafting. And if you go to Bravely, when a King's Beverage, we don't, it not be there in existence at all. It don't there. We don't get Jolax where they make sure say now salon not only import oil, but we export them. And we get PC and Son. We don't expand them production. We make Miller Tank and other production, and they now all in tanks
Well,
they are.
they were already also these are private entity then. Why would they go take them? A private entity.
If you see private entity, they strive now because government give them reasonable task, tax the way they impose on them now because government give them
and for the say they don't provide 10 million jobs in. Because
say, for instance, if you say you don't know to government they work for. You say you don't know to government they work for a private entity they work for.
In total, how much I don't create?
Now they tell you, now me want you to figure them as the working place that we don't establish.
Go ahead. You tell me
now
because
if you go for instance,
and Sons not gonna create it already don't exist. PC and
yes,
Sons,
but what will happen? We don't give them more expansion. Like what I say, Jolax not be there. Now we don't can create Jolax. We don't give them the enabling environment for make sure say it produce oil and export them out of Sierra Leone because Sierra Leone get more. And if you come out to Jolax, King Beverage not be there. What will be get na King's production. King's Beverage na a new company we come where they give you this Bravely water and other thing. And inside the regime, we know say this grafting did almost die. But if you look at the rebranded grafting, not to advert the advert for the look at grafting, even the motocar they now we then get, you notice say they are really in the market with seriousness. That don't tell you say everybody is going for them.
Are they invoice you for that? Are they invoice you for where they can call the name now?
No, I make say not to advert they do for them. I just want like give you the enabling environment for no say. Them people here, for instance, we not ever get Aminata petrol station, for instance, at the country. Me and you know that. We not get Zala petrol station at this country. Me and you know that. All these are people. Tank where we don't do for years because Aminata and a client down to me they. That tank they from where Shell closed at this country, they abandon them. Now Aminata don't can bring them to life and they work now. And look at the number of stations where Aminata don't establish countrywide. That now employment you don't create for people. You look at Zala. Me and you know saying that Zala make petrol come out 28,000 to 25,000 without any notice at the market. Not to say because we give them
the same petrol they back when I don't go on I don't raise up so same petrol.
Yeah, like what now first we talk about the job creation. Slow we done that before.
Without even telling people.
Yes, now we talk about the job creation first. I try for call for you the company. If you go my 91, you see the company where we don't bring candy when a Myro they now produce for we plywood there will be they go buy now other country they carry it. Now we get another this country. If you can't dump to Songo Junction, you see we don't get iron rod factory plus other factories the way they did now where they create job for people in this country. So all in there, if you put a like what I say, yes, the number of unemployment is still high, but what is happening?
I want you the free
incorporate more companies and create more jobs.
I want you like why they don't call people and company, they also is in our government. I want still take for the sake of arguments, this all our governments now in now in get not just for argument. How much job now in total?
If you put them, it's plenty. Like I don't want you right figure. One thing about me, if you follow me, I always did look at yes, people get doubts in politicians, say politicians are not honest. Now they tell you, I no one can give figure na ya, but one thing where I they assure you, before we go to 2028, I they go factory to factory, bring you the factory name and how many workers are in each factory. Me and my chairman don't talk on that, and he's preparing budget for me to go right around this country. And inside we need factory the number of workers where they inside there, and bring and come for the people. So I give with authority, say yes, this is what we've achieved, and we believe in it with a factual information. So, but no one can sit down and tell you say we don't provide this job. But one thing where I want to make clear
rough
for you.
figures.
I try to
Una
call
no-
for you the new.
una not even get a rough figure sef about which
Like
una
what I
don
say,
get.
I'm not working at the Ministry of Trade now. If I'm working at the Ministry of Trade now, I will have given each other a figure. Neither am I working in the Ministry of Labor. But one thing where I tell you now that I don't bring come for you the new companies that will don't be created. For instance,
Yeah,
I
but
bring
them
come for you
company where they
ambulance, I bring
talk,
come
to
for
be
you
honest
Zara,
with
I
you,
bring-
them companies, yeah, these are private entities. What you they try for talk, so you say like what somebody they get happy for you for let you do something. You take the credit because enabling environment technically, they make, they provide security. Then that could be an enabling environment. Enabling environment could mean that they create friendly policies then and an enabling environment. But the one that actually where you they say as a government, points for me what in government actually do, government's own jobs created. It's not about if you for that America, they all go Trump will say he don't create 200 million jobs then, Kestama go say don't create 50 million jobs then.
yes.
What are the jobs where government
Yeah, like one
actually go point at in a this government
What make
create?
Anoku most time go into that? Because when I go into the argument always there at the market now that government they like reduplicate entities, they work with this, they do, they count this back for do and they count this back for do. And I make most times when they discuss a platform like this, I don't count government in own. For instance, we know so we get Ministry of and what they say, we not become Ministry of Environment. Now we don't get Ministry of Environment. You know how many people don't get job within that? The Ministry of Education and the one body. So meaning
go find for let you tell me. And what would they advise?
Fine, I make a cardinal.
Una help with figures, because what you they do so they generalize. I don't do this, don't do this. You say you can't provide us. You can't provide us figures.
I am now in the government. I am now in the government areas created. Government create the Ministry of Agriculture. Inside the Ministry of Agriculture, if you go there now, you don't say a lot. Why they say Ministry of Environment because Agriculture Ministry be there. If you go now the Ministry of Environment now, you don't say a lot of people are there that are working. If you come on at the Ministry of Environment, you go now other entities the way they don't create. You didn't notice say most of them body there way government they create now for waiting now for create more job. For instance, you go now the land commission. We not ever get land commission as salon. Now we don't get land commission as salon. It's another means of creating job for people. You go now Ministry of Education. Ministry of Education was just one. Now we get waiting Ministry of Higher Education. We get Ministry of Lower and Basic and Education. So now when you look at that, they waiting to happen. Now more jobs don't be created. How? Because now we get school monitors, we get school feeding programs, we get different things the way they happen in the educational sector where workman not be did at all. So all things in the na job they don't create and a job for the people of this country. So now
but yet still there are no figures.
Without any doubt. Let me tell you, see, I not want good day because
it's just a generic.
Let me tell you, see, the first thing where every critical mind will look at, if you say you don't create jobs, then we'll ask you where the working place them. So what I'm doing today is to call you the workplaces. So when I come the next time, like I told you, I am going to give you, if you now I'm not going to call the names of the workers them, but I will give you exact figure. Thank God you're a journalist, you do investigate.
You don't need to give you the names. We don't need the name.
You can't order country them way not to salon, you can't take figure. For instance, you can't to Ibrahim Toure. Where people they say Ibrahim Toure and AI the helper, you get that information, right? So what me go for do for you at the brink figures for you, then you go now can do investigation at the ground for ascertain me figure the one don't count for you. Because remember, I'll be using the government value in me for going and then come in there and put together exactly the number of employment, and then they only give me by figure, they give me by list where I foresee one, the NRA tax way they pay for them, the NASIT contribution way they do for them. I will get around the all and come and tell the people of this country, say, this is the level that we are in the job provision, so that I get tangible. For now, waiting at the do now for call the entities and establishment where government don't open, where me and you know say the possibilities of job now because of them body there we don't come.
All right. Okay. So with the tap on there, family videos they join we on the program today. We look at the toll gates and as well as the forgotten workers of Koidu Holdings. We deal with Honorable Honoru, and we also be get challenged with Ibrahim, from Citizen Network as internet again some issues. Well, would they take short break? Would they can connect the line? Follow take some few calls there. Then call it a day. Just right. So they can just now and
Another pure sensation. Get ready to groove diamond style and witness a groundbreaking debut. It's the dinner, dance, and platform show where elegance meets energy and the future takes flight. A night to dine, a night to dance, a night to launch and take a chance on June 13th. Step into the scene, All Saints Central, where the moment becomes magic. Where the moment becomes magic.
An unforgettable convergence. Celebrate the official launch of our book and platform in an atmosphere charged with music, flavor, and inspiration. This is not just an event, it's a movement. Komon Tok platform. Event details.
What? Grand dinner dance, book and platform launch Saturday, June 13, 2020. Swear Olsen Community Centre, 105 New Crossroad, London, say 14, 5 DJ. Tickets.
Early bird.
Beast now.
Standard at the gate.
Yes now.
Spectrum.
Show your support.
You gonna early bird.
London, say 40, 5 DJ. London, say 40, 5 DJ. London, say 40, 5 DJ. Show your support.
Don't just attend, take part in the sensation.
all right. So Fumble, I not feel so we will connect the line because not seem to be connecting. I don't try the end there. Yeah, we apologize. We do apologize for that. We will probably just take the messages in. The line gets issued tonight. Apologies for that. It looks like we are lucky. See. All right. So, okay, let's take the first one. Yes, call outside the call from.
Thank you so much, Mr. Komon Tok and Lansana. You know, Komon Tok, I get a question for Lansana. When you born two picking them, then the picking a gammy, say Lansana, the other one cost me. They ask us, whose cost will cost you? He say, it cost me. Whose cost will cost you? It cost you. Don't just say a lie, the lie. Because if it costs you, go talk exactly the amount where the kind of cost we use. Don't let for play with people and mind them. Lansana, left that one day. That's the one question. Let me say, APC can make a bad deal for that wood today. But the price they will pay for the wood will be less amount. When I will adjust the price go up. Same thing comes to the electricity. They say the APC do, they will pay more money, but they get 90% light in the country. When I can see when they adjust them, and the light can become expensive and it can be like no day. Look at what I said with the phone, they go off and off, on and off. Which are only for fix them, you understand what I mean? Then this is so good, so when the campaign say they make alternative road, APC them be banned off. They will make a road for people pay, not make alternative road. We are last time, tell me, who's the alternative road we are here to go, but what's the alternative road we use? We are now to pay the toll road. They can know. That's the you see, try to teach people about that country there. Not because I need your government, I need to proceed. Remember one day, A soldier for be civil one day again. When the base of government, so for be no government one day. If I don't make this country will make a legacy, and do this cancer, so it continues completely bad. I want to know that they ask the labor minister, but the people they don't, the kind of amount where they don't create job. In that big figure.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Yeah. Will you take another voice? Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. We'll call back to you.
Thank you. Yes, call outside the call. Yes, yes. Thank you for joining us. You get the platform.
Yeah, Mr. Komon Tok, good evening and good evening to everybody. Lansana, good evening again. Thank you for the come. Lansana, we will come back for giving the figures about the number of employments where this government don't create. Yeah, big, I will make you take your time because I therefore give you duplicating figures them. I know that. But take your time, make you subtract. All them people where this government don't fire just because they're not a member of SLPP, and the one don't fire because of their last name. You know, sometimes they go for LP small, forget the actual figure we will need. You know, then the other thing I see, when you come to that issue about Ben Kelfala, we come on talk ask you, I see this kind of honesty where you try for come with Yanla, where you say, yes, a man where all that position is not for be political. You know, because a very sensitive position, and I will be not talking at this program here. But I say and say, I mean, if you can take your honesty to that side, but when it comes to the Constitution, the alacrity where you they take for make them pass some of them dubious things them inside that Constitution. If you take Ben Kelfala and honest, you be and candy, at least not only help you, help the SLPP, it will help Sierra Leone as a whole. And that's what we want. Constitution not to partisan thing, not for the country. You're a young man right now. To be honest with you, God can test you, he can test me, you know, but the Constitution go there. So then if you don't input good thing there, you'll be able to serve it all well. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, and on the interview, and let's see. Take on this. Somebody Kelly they say, Mr. Komon Tok, do you ask Lansana about the 50 factories? Them way them now local. Yeah. Okay, that side. This one like more say we don't have the right policies in place. Is bottom line, Crown at corrupt. They can implement better policy. Sector. This one they say your government says toll gates needs alternate roads, and where is the road? And yes, Kelvin say as always, thank you very much for joining us, and KK, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Okay, thank you. The 5G network is with AfriCell and say they don't provide for. Well, everybody gets ID value on 5G. Yeah, as we round up now, of course, we'll just get time for limited calls and because time done between and of course, few texts I will take. Over to you as we round up the program.
Yeah, thank you very much. You know, one thing I like Komon Tok for, we always get response, and I can always wait for give feedback. And like when me daddy rightly say, honesty not the guide everybody in principle and in life. I believe say for more they come for talk to on this platform, una get beaucoup assessment una do on me. When I dey assessment and they look for guarantee my existence. Because at the end of the day, an opportunity could come anywhere for me. For instance, my friend, when I'm my best friend now with America, when a Big 10, where even the computer why they use for talk to you, now give me. He sent for me recorder. He said, because I appreciate your service to my constituency, and I'm grateful for what you've done for my community, the Ashobikona community. Now that's what they look for, because I am not coming to this platform because I want to talk about SLPP. I am coming to this platform to educate the people in and out of Sierra Leone, because I know say people in there salon where they watch and people in the out of salon where no know waiting they happen on ground. And if you not come and explain to them, they're not going to understand. I make it clear, laws are not made for one person. And I want people to understand this. SLPP as a party has never made any constitutional law in this country. All the law the way SLPP don't use now laws created by APC or colonial masters. How? The 1961 independent constitution will be get now colonial masters they make up for we. The Republican constitution will be get now Chaka Steve make up for we. The 1991 constitution where we they use so now Momo make up for we. So all the law they are now either APC or colonial masters that don't make up. Yes, amendment could be done. And this amendment, some people go frown at them. But most of the amendments them way don't happen. It happen based on something we don't happen, now they come for solve. We will do lawmaking, we know say no law will be made in vacuum. Laws are made either to solve emerging problems or to solve previous problems. For instance, Nayami Ayuwekwa morning, our vice president was no more. Now there is a law, despite the fact that the constitution be the state say how they remove the president, and so they remove the vice president. But what happened? Bam, that's packed up. The constituted committee, when now then they go find 3 people them where they can say, come on talk, look there if Naina the president. Now from them 3 people here now they appoint 1 for big commissioner. That committee now they do now. So nobody can say now we are not consulted. Inside this, we do the Public Elections Act. We add there for say woman forget 30% and above, because every 3 people they say 1 for be a woman. If all 3 be women, have not a problem, but 1 must be a woman. We do the GWE Act, also will give woman 30%, but that was not captured. One smart lawyer not go na corner, they go put the entire country to hold for a certainty will don't happen where the enactment don't take place. And anything will conflict to the 1991 constitution, the 1991 constitution they take effect. This amendment they now give Komon Tok an opportunity. Let's say tomorrow you wake up and hear Muniru has been named the president of this country. I have the power now, if this amendment takes place, to appoint Komon Tok, if even a to see me you get, and make you minister, because this amendment they now exclude appointment position for say when you get appointment position, you no need for be single sim or whatever. Like you be 5 sim, that is not a problem. This amendment is coming to ensure plenty other good things. For instance, independence of the police and the army. This amendment they come for capture that. Now, when no more inside this amendment, all the people focus on is proportional representation and percentage of president. That is not just what this amendment is talking about.
And the power of the president.
Plenty other goodies. So when
and the power of the president, the section I think 40, if I'm not mistaken, the executive, the supreme executive power. They're not even. I don't know if you didn't get for church.
It not come up. It not come up into this, because Dan de Lecode say now the holistic change of the 1991 constitution. Now I'm going for look at that, because remember me you know say now Dan then be the issue with Justice Kawan in recommendation where if one tamper or that particular section they where we make them put that entire process there on hold. So now waiting we want to do now how will they get first amendment them? Like what I say, the amendment don't capture plenty things. It don't capture consultation problem, it don't solve them. It don't capture vice presidency issue, it don't solve them. And in fact, the consultation they count new thing, what we call it in introduction of presidential candidates that are independent. They're not the Alusain, they're not the Alasan, like how you can they call we. They say post in the Ghana, we know the Alusain, you know the Alasan. So Komon Tok go come, he say me. I come stand as an independent president and devoid of any political party and ask the citizens of this country for votes for you. That is what this amendment is coming to capture again. So when you look at whole lot of things. You didn't notice say this amendment get plenty good. We really it don't come, and most of the amendments in them now part of the recommendation of 1 Peter Tucker, 2 Justice Cowan, 3 the tripartite. Because when you look at the tripartite, for instance, recommendation 53 9 talk waiting the percentage of vote. When you look at the tripartite recommendation 38 9 talk about waiting the month in an election. When you talk about recommendation 36, it talk about waiting the short committee where for can help the president in bringing somebody who is a commissioner. When you look at recommendation 49, it asks for waiting the trial of a presidential candidate to be dropped 1 year prior to election. And this is the sweet one Komon Tok. I know say time don't beat we, but one thing where this particular amendment they come for, we don't see this country usai where Samoa be the contest election, then he get trial in a court. People look at us as a witch hunt. Now this recommendation they can say if any candidate get trial in a court 1 year to that election, therefore drop that trial until after the election before they take them up. And this recommendation they also make sure say people the way they don't convict after you don't serve your sentence, you come 5 years where you don't rebrand yourself, you get right for come back and contest. Before this time here, you know, say as they don't convict you, you don't done. You no longer get access for serve now any capacity, because anytime you want serve, they go take that conviction letter day, then count and say this man not qualified because they don't convict them. And if you go Pademba Wodo, they call now correctional center. The person don't go, they don't correct, they don't come. Why you for bad them forever? So this recommendation amendments they kind of for capture for make sure say this person where we don't go serve, we don't carry, don't serve 5 years in the community. It's other 5 years day. If in a bad person, we don't say a bad person. So therefore, we'll bring them back and come. And if you look at recommendation 48 of the tripartite recommendation, I talk about the inclusion of independent presidency into electioneering process. And if you look at the act of citizenship, like what I tell you just now. So
most of the issues time, we'll spend time. No, can't go into the
yeah. Because what to make I bring them up? What to make I bring them up?
I wish you could get more time for that.
Yes, I bring them up for ladies to discussion no more, not shadow the entire good thing the way they decide this recommendation. So me family the way they listen me, I will always be available. And like what I tell you now, for now, within the next 6 months, I get thing will hold me. Komon Tok in no. Will make another just frequent in the media. But once I done this 6 months obligation where they on me, why they come in full at the count. When Komon Tok ask me, who that then they don't employ, they get a figure because already me chairman they work on that for make sure say we go out to all the offices where government don't create, where private entity don't create, and where we don't give enabling environment for create job for this country. That now go for use for campaign because now the fact and nothing else but the fact.
All right, thank you very much. And Pambul and I already tap the program. Somebody be big attach one, but I'm not saying a question we know we answer. It is say about the 50 factor that put talk. You know, we want to that. Jay, me, I don't intervene now. The 50 party there where man be promise now put local. It's the big let you answer the way about that. But me want intervene now. You cannot say you don't get answer for that. That question the counts. Me and my glue and I want it. So but anyway, that allows you there. Go ahead. You want the answer. Go ahead. Tell me back.
No, I read the question back. He said the waiting.
Laugh and back. Yeah, with me.
Yeah, do you have phone number?
Dear, if you don't mind for sending for me back, depend look for another section. I think that Jay, if he listen, I would drop him back. I depend. Okay. He said, Mr. Komon Tok, do you ask Lansana about the 50 factors where them be promised the people put local? Yeah.
I don't just try for tell them. It's that 50 factory day. Now they don't get the road factory where they on now. So we they see. It's that 50 factory day. Now they will get the juice factory where they produce one of the best juice. In fact, that juice they, like when you can say no more, they pay for advertisement. That juice they don't beat Sarah time in juice, because when you look at the brand, the way they produce, anyone by the way take, if you take the wine a lemon exactly they get. If you take the wine a tumbi exactly they get. Then that factory, they part of that factory they are. If you go there,
you don't name two. Don't left for
now they tell you. If you go there, you see the whole lot of things. Now make I tell you, say, when they come back to now after 6 months,
okay,
they come with full data, because I want to call like when you don't begin count, so you say I don't count too. I they call you them all with the number of employment and the number of set up them. Now that I want can do, because I want to inform the people that are listening, and so that they are educated in.
See, more or less like the same answer we give you now behind you, but it's better you come up from remote say. Available for now. So maybe sometime until I find out
the constructions are on.
The 50 factories construction now.
Yeah, because look like though Taft City, not the inside Botloko, but Taft City is all part of companies that are working on. That's the construction company.
Thank you very much, Honorable, for joining us. So Fambul and I will tap the program. We will join her back tomorrow. Very important segment. As always. Till then, Mr. Any last word?
My last word number one, I want to tell the people of Sierra Leone and one day they listen, Sierra Leone is bigger than us all. So whenever we express ourselves within the confines of the law, and make sure say we not do anything where they spoil the name of Sierra Leone. Yes, we know say anybody go get a new issue against whatever is happening, and everybody go and see waiting a wish or desire when a positive for happening at Sierra Leone. But if you're not happy, it's no mean say it not go happen. So let's have the one country, one Sierra Leone, where we all they look towards, and make sure say that oath where we take for say we pledge with love and loyalty to we country Sierra Leone, and we vow for serve Sierra Leone at all time. We not break them for anybody or any party so far. We continue for serve Sierra Leone. Now that are the message you are the give now for Leona no say we have no other country called Sierra Leone, and Freetown, as the name symbolizes, has been a place for all.
Thank you very much. So, Pambula.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon Tok, in case you don't know. Oh, yeah. With love and loyalty to his sweet mama alone. Now we all
music, flavors, and inspiration. This is not just an event, it's a movement. Komon Tok platform, event details, event details. Dinner dance, book a platform launch. When Saturday, June 13, 2026. Where All Saints Community Center, 105 New Cross Road, London, say 45 DJ. Tickets. Standing at the gate. 60 platforms. Show your support. Tickets now, book your tickets now. You Komon Tok. Triple out, one night only. Oh yeah, Komon Tok platform. Dine, dance, slump, celebrate. June 13, 2026, be there. A night of pure sensation. Get ready to groove, dine in style, and witness a groundbreaking debut. It's the dinner, dance, and platform show, where elegance meets energy and the future takes flight. dine, a night to dance, a night to launch and take a chance. On June 13th, step into the scene on Saint Central, where the moment becomes magic. Unforgettable, kind of magic. An unforgettable convergence. Celebrate the official launch of our book and platform. In an atmosphere charged with music, flavor, and inspiration. This is not just an event, it's a movement, Komon Tok platform. Event details, 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 event details, details, event details, details, event details. What? Grand dinner dance, book and platform launch. When Saturday, June 13, 2020, where All Saints Community Center, 105 New Crossroad, London, say it 45 DJ. Tickets, early bird, be small. Standard at the gate, 6 to platform. Show your support. Just attend, take part in the sensation, take part in the launch. Book your tickets now, book your tickets now. You Komon Tok. Triple out, one night only. Oh yeah, Komon Tok platform. Dine, dance, long celebrate. June 13, 2020, let's be there. A night of pure sensation. Get ready to groove, dine in style and witness a groundbreaking debut. It's the dinner, dance and platform show, where elegance meets energy and the future takes flight. A night to dine, a night to dance, a night to launch and take a chance. On June 13th, step into the scene on Saint Central, where the moment becomes magic. Unforgettable, kind of magic. An unforgettable convergence. Celebrate the official launch of our book and platform. In an atmosphere charged with music, flavor, and inspiration. This is not just an event, it's a movement, Komon Tok platform. Event details, 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 event details, details, event details, details, event details. What? Grand dinner dance, book and platform launch. When Saturday, June 13, 2020, where All Saints Community Center, 105 New Crossroad, London, say it 45 DJ. Tickets, early bird, be small. Standard at the gate, 6 to platform. Show your support. Just attend, take part in the sensation, take part in the launch. Book your tickets now, book your tickets now. You Komon Tok. Triple out, one night only. Oh yeah, Komon Tok platform. Dine, dance, long celebrate. June 13, 2020, let's be there. A night of pure sensation. Get ready to groove, dine in style and witness a groundbreaking debut. It's the dinner, dance and platform show, where elegance meets energy and the future takes flight. A night to dine, a night to dance, a night to launch and take a chance. On June 13th, step into the scene on Saint Central, where the moment becomes magic. Unforgettable. convergence. Celebrate the official launch of our book and platform. In an atmosphere charged with music, flavor, and inspiration. This is not just an event, it's a movement, Komon Tok platform. Event details, event details, event details, event details. What? Grand dinner dance, book and platform launch. When Saturday, June 13, 2020. Where All Saints Community Center, 105 New Crossroad, London, say a 45 DJ. Tickets, early bird, be small. Standard at the gate, 6 the platform. Show your support. Just attend, take part in the sensation, take part in the launch. Book your tickets now, book your tickets now. You come and talk. Triple out, one night only. Oh yeah, Komon Tok platform. Dine, dance, slump, celebrate. June 13, 2020, let's be there. A night of pure sensation. Get ready to groove, dine in style and witness a groundbreaking debut. It's the dinner, dance and platform show, where elegance meets energy and the future takes flight. A night to dine, a night to dance, a night to launch and take a chance on June 13th. Step into the scene.